Hello, hello, hello. We need diverse books. I am Little Miss Hot Mess from Drag Queen Story Hour. All right, I'm so excited to get to answer a few questions about my work and my book here. So I'm just gonna read these questions aloud and then answer them. Love that If You're a Drag Queen and You Know It plays on a well-known children's song, just like your previous picture book. Do you plan to make this a full series? I am so excited that I have gotten to write 2 whole books so far, and I can neither confirm nor deny, but I am hoping that there are more to come because I love this element of drag that's about taking things that are in pop culture and giving them a little bit of a queer twist. That is what we drag queens are good at, and it's so fun to get to do that alongside kids and families. What was your favorite part of writing this book? My favorite part of writing this book is getting us to sing and dance along together. I didn't just want to write a book that says this is what a drag queen is or this is what LGBTQ means, but that really gets us to feel the drag, the queerness, the creativity, the imagination, the play in our own bodies. That helps us explore our own identities, no matter what they are, and helps us imagine different possibilities for how we might walk through the world. Plus, it's really fun to get to create new drag queen characters from my imagination and in partnership with the incredibly talented Olga de Dios. Did you work directly with the illustrator at all? Which art spread is your favorite? I was so excited to get to work with Olga de Dios, the illustrator of this book. It's funny, we have actually never met. We've only gotten to email and talk over Instagram, but it's such a pleasure to see her take these ideas of drag queens and make them a reality. And as I was saying, for this book, we especially wanted to really highlight the diversity in the drag community. We did that with the first book as well, but with this one, we wanted to even dial it up a little bit more, make sure that we were not only representing, diverse races and ethnicities of people, diverse genders, but also disability, and to make sure that, everyone hopefully can find someone who looks like them or their families or their friends in this book. And I would say, I think my favorite spread is that very last one, which I know I keep highlighting, but I just can't look away because I love seeing all these fantabulous queens just all celebrating and partying together. And that is part of what the magic of drag is. It's about bringing people together. What would you say to people who would try to challenge or ban this book? My books have already been challenged and banned. That means that people have asked for them to be taken out of their school or their library, and Drag Queen Story Hour events have been protested. Even just this past week, Senator Marco Rubio condemned my book and my work. And, to them I say, join our party. It's really fun over here, and we are just trying to live our most authentic, fabulous selves and want to create space for others to do the same. And you know what? If that's not your cup of tea, you don't have to, but don't rain on anybody else's parade, because LGBT people, we exist in every community, in every school, in every library, whether we are dressed in drag and all our fabulosity, or whether we're just living our lives every day. And I think that we deserve to live with dignity and justice, and kids deserve to learn about the diversity of the communities that they live in and the world around them. So to the haters, I say, step out of my runway because we are coming through and I am not quitting. For readers who love your books and want to know what to read next, which titles would you recommend? Now, I am so excited because I have been part of a group of LGBT children's book authors that all have had books come out since the beginning of 2022. And so I'm just gonna share some of these titles that have come out with you. One is called Love Violet, which is written by Charlotte Sullivan Wilde and illustrated by Charlene Chua. And this is a wonderful book about a crush. There is another wonderful book called Bye Bye Binary. And this book is written by Eric Garon. and illustrated also, once again, by Charlene Chua. And this is a book about breaking down gender and other binaries. There is also Cinder Elliott, a scrumptious fairy tale written by Mark Seeley and Rachel Smoka Richardson, illustrated by Stephanie Leberth. And this is, as you can imagine, a retelling of the classic story of Cinderella, but with a queer couple. There is also Strong, written by Rob Kearney and Eric Rosswood, and illustrated by Nidhi Chanani. And this is a book about the first openly gay strong man and what it means to find your inner strength. And there's also 'Twas the Night Before Pride, written by my friend Joanna McClintock and illustrated by Juana Medina. And this book explains a little bit more about what pride is and how we, come to express ourselves during this special month. There's also a few that I haven't received my copies yet for, or that I've actually loaned out to friends. There is Big Wig by Jonathan Hillman and illustrated by Levy Hastings. Another story about a kid who does drag. There is Kind Like Marcia by Sarah Prager and Cheryl Raz Tuesday, which helps learn about LGBTQ heroes and leaders in our communities. And these are just scratching the surface of some of the books that either are or about to come out this season. So definitely, as you are diversifying your libraries, whether that is at home, your public library, your school library, make sure to look for some of these fabulous titles. So thank you all so much. I am, again, Little Miss Hot Mess. It is a pleasure to get to partner with We Need Diverse Books, because I could not imagine a more true statement and sentiment. So thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you out there swishing, shimmying, snapping your fingers, and shouting, "Yes, Queen!" Mwah.